Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. I am so happy you found us. This is Creativity and Inspiration, and I'm Lisa. Today I'm going to share a thrift haul with you, and then I'm going to show you something you can create, something amazing, high-end from items you find at a thrift store. So let's just get into this. The first thrift store I went to is called Last Chance at Life Thrift Store, and its mission is wonderful. It's for animals, and I truly believe that, we need to help the animals because they have no absolute control at all over their situation. So, Last Chance at Life Thrift Store, I went looking for a quilt and a cable knit sweater. I didn't find any, so I kept looking. And one of the first things I found was this cool bag of fish. Isn't that cool? They're very colorful. Here, I'll open it. They're very colorful. They're very pretty. And I found it and I thought, what am I going to do with that, right? Because honestly, I wasn't looking for a bag of fish. But I found this bag of fish and I was just kind of, taken with them. I actually left them in place for a little while. They're wood fish. They're bright and colorful. There's all different ones. There's about, let's see. And when I mean different sizes, different. So I got this bag of wood fish, okay? And it's like, that is so random. And they're painted on both sides. So random. What will I do with these? But I picked them up because they were so random. And I have never found a bag of fish at a thrift store before. A bag of wood fish at a thrift store. It was just, like I said, such a random thing to find. And I mean, they're very cute. And there is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here. Maybe I'll lower this a little bit. So maybe you can see them a little better there. And I have 2 still in the bag. 4, 6, 8. There's 10 fish. 10 wooden fish. So I picked them up. They were only 50 cents, which, you can't beat 50 cents of wooden fish. One has a little broken fin, but, that's okay. So I kept shopping after I found my bag of fish. And the next thing I found was a bag of seashells and beads. There's like some beads. They're stuck to the seashells. Like somebody created art with these seashells, okay? And I'm all for other people's creations. I love to find stuff like this. But I found some plain shells and then they glued little beads to them. And then this one is like glued like, whoops. And there's some loose ones in here too. And it's glued like that, but it's a seashell. It's like beaded up. So anyway, I got a whole bag of that. And this one's got like a gem on the bottom. And then a gem on top. So somebody was using these to create something. So I got a whole bag of these for 50 cents. Don't know what I'm going to do with them. But you know what? They go with my fish. Why not pick them up and walk around with them at least? Then, as I was walking through the thrift store, I came across this vase. And my brain immediately screamed, fish tank. Yes, that's right. I'm going to make a fish tank out of a vase, my wood fish, and my seashells that I got at the thrift store. Isn't that crazy? We're also going to add a couple of things I ran over to Dollar Tree and picked up because the thrift store didn't have them. We're going to use some of these marbles and beads, these white and blue marbles and vase filler, just to make it look like water. We're going to add 1 plant, and these are just those Dollar Tree plants, fake plants that are stuck in styrofoam, and I'm just going to use the plant part. And Dollar Tree has a bunch of gnome stuff out for the garden. And I picked up this little sand castle. Because there's always castles in fish tanks. And yes, we are going to make a fish tank. How amazing is that? It's going to be awesome. It's going to look really good. But anyway, so when I found the seashells, the fish, and this vase, I knew I had to make a fish tank. And it so goes with my ocean theme that I want. This will be just one little vignette, and it'll kind of tie in a little bit more why I have blue curtains with nautical rope as ties. Anyway, so that's what we're going to make in a little bit. But let's go to the rest of our thrift haul here. Okay, so I got all this. I found the vase and the shells and the fish, right? And so I was walking along looking at the art. And look at this. For $2, it's a, not crocheted, embroidered picture of seashells. So that finishes off my little vignette that's going to go in the corner of my living room. I mean, it was like it was meant to be. So I had to get this. And that finishes my little ocean vignette that I'm building in my living room. I also got these square baskets. I got 2 for $2. And they're just square baskets. I'm going to pair them with the round paper plate trays that are basket too. And make a headboard over my bed, which is coming soon because I'm getting ready to upgrade, DIY my bathroom and my bedroom. So stay tuned for videos with that. So I'll link the video with the round ones because they're round straw like these. So I'm going to have round and square shapes. I love mixing shapes like that. So I got these for $2. And then I got a bunch of books. And I didn't get the books for the books, guys. I just got a bunch of random books. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the covers off of them and just have the hard covers. And I'm going to spray paint them all white. And then with either a stencil or a stamp or just plastic stickers, I'm going to put in black. Probably peace, love, and smile or something to that effect. But let me talk to you about books for a second. When you buy books and you stack them, there is a trick. You want them to look good, but how do you get them to look good? Well, most people think it doesn't matter how you stack them. You just stack your books and you're done, right? And it's going to have that stepped proportion to it. But that is not always the case. When you stack books, you want to be able to see each book. Sometimes you stack them. And I don't have any books to put on here. Sometimes you stack them, though, and all you see is maybe just a little bit of the bottom book, a little bit of the second book, and you see the top book because they're the wrong size. So when you get books to stack to use as decor in your home, this is a trick. The bottom book is always your biggest, obviously, and it can be thick, thin, whatever you want, and whatever size fits with the space you're going to put it on, okay? So the bottom book is dictated by the space where it's going. Now, the second book is dictated by the bottom book. It needs to be, if you want some height, it needs to be, if the bottom book is thin, this one needs to be a little thicker, okay? And when you place it on that bottom book, you want about 1/2 inch all the way around. You want to be able to see at least 1/2 inch of that bottom book all the way around. That's going to give you interest, and it makes sense when you stack them. You get that stair-step feel to it, okay? Now, the book on top, you want to see about 3/4 of an inch to all the way around. So you want to see just a little bit more of this book than you see of the bottom book, okay? Because it's getting smaller, and you want to give that illusion. You want it to trigger like pyramid or steps or something, not just stacked books, okay? So it needs to be like 3/4 of an inch all the way around when you center it in the center. And that is a perfect stack of books. That is the perfect width that you want your books all the way around. And it just looks nice. And I'll show you once these are done and out and where they are going to go. Okay, so that was it for Last Chance at Life. Thrift store. Love the thrift store. The next one I went to is brother Benito's. He's a Goodwill in here. And I got this mirror, which is a long rectangle mirror. And it is like that old home decor. So, and it has a gold frame. Okay, I got that mirror. And then I also got this round mirror. Oh, and the long mirror was $3.99. It's a heavy mirror, okay? It's a good quality. It's heavy, so it was $3.99. I got this little round mirror for $2.99. And I got the square mirror, even though it's in a round circle, I got the square mirror for $2.99 as well. Now, they don't exactly all go together, obviously, but I got them for the shape. I have a rectangle, a circle, and a square. I am mixing up my shapes again. I love that. Now, all the frames are different, and they're different colors. These two are close, but I'm not doing the gold, okay? So, my vision for these is to tape off the mirrors or to take them out and put them back. Like this one is just a little frame that has these little twisty things that I can take it out. If they're all easy to take out, I'll take off the mirrors. And what I'm going to do, and you could do this two ways, okay? You could tape off the mirrors, take them off, whatever, and spray paint the frames, okay? All one color or colors you like that go with where you're going to put them. Or you can do what I'm going to do, and I'm going to take wall putty and build up the frames on them and make them different than they are, and then paint them. Okay, so I'm going to add some texture. Of course, I'm not going to add lots of texture, but I'm going to add enough to where you don't see this, pattern. This is ugly, okay? So you won't see this. And what you're going to notice once I do all the frames is that the outside frame is really going to disappear because I'm going to build all these up with putty, wall putty, and then I'll sand them and paint them, okay? But the frame is going to go into the background, and what's going to jump out at you is the shape of each mirror. That's what's going to catch your eye is the shape of the circle, the rectangle, and the square. So stay tuned for this, and we will do a video on how to do this, and you'll be surprised at how the frames become inconsequential and the mirrors are really what's popping there. And the last thing I bought for $2.99 are all of these bamboo placemats. And there's two different ones here. And I'm going to grab this one right here. And they're placemats, okay? Just bamboo placemats. And of course, you could definitely use them for bamboo placemats. But I'm going to give you something else you can do with these, okay? Well, actually, I'm going to do a video on this, and I'm going to give you, let's see, 3 different options for these bamboo placemats. So I have these, which are bamboo natural with black, and then these, which are bamboo with a peachy color, a green color, and a navy color. It kind of has the colors that were hot in the fall on these. And a couple of things I can do with these, and there's, like I said, 3 things I can do with these. I can make these into a little window shade for a little window, and I will show you how to do that. You can also make a rug for these, or you could make a rug for these, or you could also make a lampshade. Stay tuned, and I will show you what we can do with our bamboo placemats. Okay, guys, that's the end of the haul. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to switch up to my desk, and we're going to build our very cool fish tank. So let's go. Okay, guys, I got all the stickers off, so you didn't have to watch me do that because that's just not interesting. Now we're going to build our fish tank from the vase, the shells, and the fish I all found at the thrift store. And then with the sandcastle, and the marbles, and the little plant from Dollar Tree. So let's just do this. And I want to show you how easy it is to create really fun and unique and high-end decor. Because okay, I've got the water in. Now I'm going to put my sandcastle in. Perfect. Now I'm going to put some fish. I'm going to put my plant. Need to trim it up a bit. Okay, now let's add some fish. And I might have fish left, which is going to be fun because I can use them in another project. Since this is small, I want smaller fish, definitely. Let's see here. Thinking I might see if I can put this one like underwater. Okay, that one's like underwater swimming. Very cool. And then another one, I'm gonna put him over here by the plant. And I'm gonna put and there's our other fish. Now I'm gonna put a couple of the seashells. Let's see. Perfect fish. Right there. So I'm going to take this seashell, which would normally have like a little snail in it, and I'm going to glue it to the side of our fish tank, like it's cleaning it, like it's one of those tank cleaners. Maybe I'll do it over on this side. No, probably right here. I think that would probably look good right there, because we don't have the height on this side like we do over here with our sandcastle, so that might help balance the eye out. So let me get some glue. There is our fish tank, and we made this for a total of $10. We spent $4 on the vase. We spent 50 cents on the fish, 50 cents on the shells. We spent $1 on the plant and $1 on the castle. So that's $3 and $7, and then $3 on the bottom, the marbles. So for $10, we get a really high-end, very cute, very custom fish tank that doesn't require food, doesn't require water filtration, and I think it looks gorgeous. Now, to go with our gorgeous fish tank, I also got this very pretty cross-stitch piece in here, or embroidery piece in here, and I'm super excited, but I don't really like the frame. So what I'm going to do is real quick, I'm just going to take off the glass, take out the embroidery. So all I have to do is that, and then the embroidery is just right there. That's how it was framed. I'm going to take out the glass like that. Okay, now I have just the frame, and I'm going to use some, so I got some white paint, and I've got my favorite blue turquoise paint. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't care if some of the dark color shows through, because it'll give it that kind of vintagey look. But I do want long strokes, because I don't like the paintbrush strokes to show. So you have to start from the top and come down, and then come across. Get in here around where the picture goes, where the embroidery goes. Now, what I'm going to do is put up the white paint. Dry brush some paint on. Oops. Just dry brush some paint on. And if I don't like how the blue looks, I will come back with my white and kind of definitely go over it some. I'm also getting some more of the brown through, and if I don't want that much brown, I'll come back over with my white. I want to have an old rustic-y feel, so I'm just kind of going over it with blue, going over it with white, and then kind of wiping with my towel as well. And if I wipe off some and get more of the original frame, that's fine too. Okay guys, sorry, it stopped. I don't know how much you saw or heard, but all I'm doing is putting the blue paint on and then wiping it off, and I'm getting this very worn and weathered look. And if I put too much blue paint, I come in with my white paintbrush without adding any more white to it and just kind of use what's in the bristles to kind of mute what is on my frame like that. And I end up with a very weathered, old looking piece of frame like you might find at the beach, on a beach house or a old boat down there. So what I'm doing is I'm just using what's left of my blue on here, and I'm just very lightly rubbing it on. As you can see, there's not even much on there, but you're getting a hint of the blue from me just dragging the dry paintbrush across. You got just a hint of blue on there, and that's perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna let this dry for a few minutes, and then I am going to put the cross stitch back in. Okay guys, our frame is dry now, and what I'm going to do is just put my cross stitch back in. Oh, the glass. Forgot the glass. Okay, I'm going to put the glass back in. And then I'm going to put the cross stitch back in. Doesn't matter which way it goes. And then I'm going to put the back in. That does matter. And then I'm just going to lock it in place. I love these locks. They're so easy compared to those things you have to move around. Okay, so this is what our old frame looked like. And this is what the new one looks like. I think the cross stitch in it, or the embroidery in it, sorry, looks so much better in this frame. And it's going to look amazing by our fish tank. And here's our fish tank. So that's the aesthetic you're going to get. So hold on, and I will pull you out. And that is our aesthetic. Now I'm going to go put it in the living room so you can see it in its home, but that will be at the end of this video. So guys, I hope you liked this video about how you can take just random things you find at a thrift store and create a really cool vignette. I had no idea I was going to make this when I went. Like I said, I was looking for a cable knit sweater and a quilt. Amazing things can happen if you just keep your mind open and go with the creativity and inspiration. Take care. Remember to hit that subscribe button. Hit that little bell, and also give this video a thumbs up. Take care. I'll see you next time. Bye.